Welcome to this spellbinding journey through time, power, and wealth as we delve into the history of the Rothschild family, often called the richest family in the world. A young boy was born in an 18th century Jewish ghetto in Frankfurt, where his destiny seemed to be already written in the cramped alleys and limited opportunities around him. But this boy, Mayer Amschel Rothschild, dared to imagine a future that broke through those walls, shattering not just his own limitations, but also redefining the power structures of international finance, war, and culture. His legacy didn't end with him. Like a river refusing to stop, it flowed powerfully through his descendants, reshaping empires, revolutionizing banking, championing the arts, and weathering storms of scandal and skepticism. This isn't merely history. This is an epic story of how audacity, shrewdness, and tightly knit family values can transcend time, religious prejudice, and national boundaries. Rothschild's story has its roots in the Holy Roman Empire, specifically in the Frankfurt ghetto of Germany. Mayer Amschel Rothschild, born in 1744, is the founding father of this financial dynasty. He grew up in a humble Jewish household in the Frankfurt ghetto, a segregated area where Jews were confined. Despite the limitations imposed by society at the time, Meyer Amshel was able to break free from these constraints due to his business acumen and strategic thinking. He initially apprenticed at a banking firm and then ventured out to start his own banking business. After establishing the family bank, Meyer Amshel took a step that could only be described as visionary. He sent each of his 5 sons, Amshel, Salomon, Nathan, Carl, and James, to different financial powerhouses across Europe: Frankfurt, Vienna, London, Naples, and Paris, respectively. This strategy, known as 5 Arrows strategy, was as tactical as it was audacious. Meyer Amshel recognized the importance of tapping into diverse markets and establishing an interconnected banking network. The brothers developed a system of promissory notes and arbitrage to facilitate international trade and currency exchange, effectively laying the groundwork for modern international financial markets. They utilized their own family network for secure and quick information flow, outpacing even governments in their access to crucial financial news. Their banking methods became pioneering models in generating capital for public projects, like railway construction, as well as funding governments during times of war. One of the most defining moments for the Rothschild dynasty was their financial support for the British during the Napoleonic Wars. Nathan Rothschild, stationed in London, orchestrated what could be called one of the most audacious financial coups of the 19th century. Utilizing a network of informants and fast ships, Nathan received news of Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo before even the British government did. This inside information allowed him to make calculated moves on the London Stock Exchange, subsequently consolidating the family's position in British finance. But their involvement wasn't just opportunistic, it was transformative. The Rothschilds pioneered the concept of war bonds, effectively mobilizing public capital to fund military efforts, finance large projects, or sustain their economies during times of war. The bonds worked as loans made by private citizens to the government, who would then pay back with interest. This inventive method of public funding democratized government finance, moving it away from a dependence on high-net-worth individuals or monarchs. Beyond the battlefields, the family also played a vital role in establishing credit for nations and monarchs. One of their pioneering contributions is the development of the foreign exchange market. The family's vast network of banks across major European cities like Frankfurt, London, and Paris created a natural infrastructure for trading currencies. They simplified and standardized the complex web of exchange rates, thereby increasing trade efficiency and reducing risk for merchants and governments alike. This was a revolutionary concept at a time when nations often had closed financial systems, and it laid the groundwork for the modern forex markets we know today. Furthermore, the family was instrumental in railway financing during the 19th century railway mania. Recognizing the immense potential for profit and development, the Rothschilds invested heavily in these projects, providing not just capital but also infusing credibility and encouraging other investors to participate. Their financial ingenuity effectively turned railways into engines of both physical and economic mobility. Through these groundbreaking banking innovations, the Rothschild family didn't just amass wealth, they transformed the very architecture of global finance. Contrary to popular belief, the family's portfolio was not limited to finance. They had their hands in various industries, from wineries to mining. For instance, the Rothschilds invested in vineyards in France's Bordeaux region, creating some of the world's most renowned wine labels like Chateau Lafite Rothschild. These wineries have been credited with setting new standards for wine production and quality, showcasing the family's knack for transforming industries they touched. Their investments also extended to the mining sector, specifically in countries rich in valuable minerals. Their involvement not only generated enormous profits, but also had a lasting impact on local economies, often propelling industrial growth and development. But the Rothschild legacy isn't just about profit. It's also about philanthropy and patronage of the arts and culture. Throughout the years, they've been major donors to various charitable causes, from education to healthcare. If you've ever marveled at artworks in world-renowned museums like the Louvre in Paris or the British Museum in London, chances are you've encountered pieces from the Rothschild art collections. Their contributions extend from fine art to rare manuscripts, providing an invaluable window into various epochs of human history. The family not only collected these treasures but also took an active role in ensuring their public accessibility, often by donating them to these institutions for the enrichment of society. The family has also been a prominent patron of the art, funding composers like Chopin and Rossini, whose works might not have reached us otherwise. The Rothschild impact is felt not only in the balance sheets of global economies, but also in the cultural aspects that enrich our lives. If this tale of ambition, innovation, and transformation has gripped you, then you're going to want to stick around for more stories that delve into the intricacies of history, finance, and culture. Click that subscribe button now so you never miss an episode that can fuel your own path to influence. While the family has been synonymous with wealth and influence, their journey hasn't been without setbacks, particularly as they navigated the turbulent waters of the 20th century. This period presented a series of seismic events that shook their empire. World wars, economic depressions, and the nationalization of assets, to name a few. During both World War I and World War II, the family's diverse holdings came under intense strain. In some cases, they lost assets due to nationalizations or conflicts, such as when their Austrian assets were confiscated during the Nazi regime. Yet what sets the Rothschild family apart is their extraordinary ability to adapt and transform in the face of adversity. When the traditional banking business faced challenges, the family diversified, venturing into other profitable areas like private equity and asset management. In some cases, they even repurchased assets that had been nationalized, as soon as it was legally and politically possible to do so. Their philanthropic endeavors also took on new dimensions, focusing on rebuilding communities and investing in social programs. Traditionally rooted in private banking, the Rothschilds realized the necessity of diversification in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. They transitioned from a predominantly banking-focused model to diversified conglomerates, venturing into asset management, private equity, real estate, and even sustainable energy projects. This was not only a move to protect their wealth, but also a strategic shift to align with the global economic dynamics of an increasingly interconnected world. One of the flagship entities that exemplifies their modern operations is N.M. Rothschild and Sons. Originally established in London by Nathan Mayer Rothschild, the firm has evolved into a multifaceted organization offering a range of financial services, including mergers and acquisitions advisory, debt and equity structuring, and risk management solutions. While it stays true to its strong financial heritage, the firm has adopted cutting-edge technologies and analytics to provide tailored solutions to its clients. Today, it operates across multiple continents, making its mark as a global advisory firm that combines the traditional Rothschild eye for opportunity with a modern, innovative approach. With immense power and wealth comes the inevitable cloud of speculation, and the Rothschilds have been no exception. The family has often been the subject of conspiracy theories that suggest they are part of secret societies aiming for world domination or controlling global events behind the scenes. However, it's crucial to differentiate between historical facts and embellished narratives. Now check out our video on the story of Napoleon Bonaparte, the rise and fall of a military genius.